Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Double G here. This is episode 29 in the series we're doing on the Elm Creek map. So we've moved into December and feed the dog. He's around here somewhere. Nope, not yet. Okay. So we're in December. In the last episode we sold the eggs and one load of silage to get enough money for the sugar beet harvest. The eggs sold for around 55,000, and I got about 49,000 for one load of silage, and that was enough. Luckily I did not have to buy the root cellar because we were able to fit all the sugar beets into the factory, so we saved that money. So here's the sugar mill. So what I did was I leased the sugar beet harvester and I harvested this top area. Then I leveled it out and placed the factory, and then we continued to harvest the rest of the field. We wound up with about 200,000 liters of sugar beets, which should make 100,000 liters of sugar. We already have 6,000 liters out front, and it looks like another 6,000 liters in storage. So it's chugging along. My goal for this episode is to buy this field and to also put sugar beets in it. So I was looking at the map. Field 53 that had sugar beets in it filled up the factory about 55-60%. So if I went 53 and 54, it would make more sugar beets than the factory could hold and process at once. So I think the play is going to go 53, 55 for sugar beets. It's still reasonably close, so we can unload directly into the factory without having to cart anything. And we'll save 54, maybe for cows. I could make this all grass. I have room to put, cows, maybe move the sheep over here, and then plow this up to do a different crop. So the goal for this time is to get 55. We have no money though. We have $4,000 in the bank, and I'm gonna have a worker subsoil this field probably while I'm selling the lettuce and the remainder of the silage, but we can't do that until January. So what I'm gonna do now is check on everything, make sure there's plenty of food for the animals and water for the greenhouse, and then we'll progress into January. So we do have a pallet and a quarter of wool. The sheep are obviously good on food. We could take that wool up to the spinnery because I'm sure it's almost out of wool to process. Go to there. Yeah. It's only got 2,600 liters left to process into fabric, and they're still running, which means it hasn't run out of room, which is good. So that's definitely something we could do. The silage bales are definitely silage now, so that's good. The greenhouses they could use water, but they're not dangerously low. Ooh, also we have this straw to sell, and that is December. And then the chickens. And they need food. They're at 17. That will not last them to the next month. So what I will do is feed the chickens. Oh. I'll get the chickens fed, and then we'll grab the bale loader trailer to grab that straw. I have to use the forks to get it pulled out of the shed, but that's not a big deal. Can I turn this sharp enough to get it under the pipe? I think so. There you go. and we'll just continue on with the barley. We do have a little bit of sorghum we could also feed the chickens. We have just enough to fill them up maybe, well, this time, and maybe not quite fill them up one more time. So 5 months worth of food, maybe. We do have three fields, a huge harvest for chicken food, but it's not going to be ready until, I want to say, June to harvest. While that's dumping, it's barley that we planted. No, it's wheat that we planted in all the fields. And remember, field 50 is behind by 1 month. So wheat will harvest in July, but that last field may not be ready until August. We may wind up buying some chicken food here in a little bit, but that'll be fine. We should totally be set next year with no worries, maybe even enough for another chicken coop. So get this dumped back into the silo. Luckily, the wheat from the store is not ridiculously expensive. And I'll pick up the bale trailer so we can get the straw bales. I'm not expecting much out of the straw, but at this point, when you've got 4,000 in the bank, every little bit counts. I mean, we may get another 4,000 or 5,000 for the straw. Maybe that's being optimistic, but there's only one way to find out. So I'll just leave this here for the moment. There's no way I'll be able to get the trailer up into the shed to grab those bales. Oh, didn't lift it enough. Oh, don't run into the lettuce. Oh, I think they've spread out too far to pick up, two at a time. Widen the forks out as much as I can, see if I get lucky. Barely grabbed onto him. Oh, dropped one. It was worth a try. Bit of a tight spot. Try it again, why not? Nope, only got one. Just a bit too far apart. Alright. Frees up some room in the shed as well. Put this back away. Constantly having to reset my mouse because I play in windowed mode, and the minute your mouse leaves the window you lose control. And the best place to sell straw. Straw is they're about the same. So probably go over, since the price is going up, at South Valley Biomass. That is southwest part of the map. Should be flashing. I tagged it. Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, we'll go down there. We haven't been down there for a minute. So I'll get these straw bales picked up, and I'll see you guys over there to see how much money we can get. Alright, so we're rolling up on South Valley Biomass. I'm really not sure what to expect out of this straw, but I could be okay with 4,000 or 5,000. It's going to be a little more than that. 11,000 in straw. They were big bales. It was 7 big bales. I'm not sure about how many liters it was. So we'll head back over to the farm. Come on. Can I even make it through with the arm down? Barely. We'll head back over to the farm. At this point, I feel like we can progress into January. Then we can work on the sugar beet field, getting it ready, and selling the lettuce and the silage. Definitely feel like this is a cool part of the map, but it's so far from the farm, it seems to take forever. I think we will become very familiar with this part of the map in the not too distant future, because the cereal factory that I want to buy and the dairy that I want to buy are both located in this little part of town. The cereal factory to the left, and then there's the dairy to the right. So hopefully we'll be making deliveries to both before too awfully long. And some big fields over here too. Some really big fields. So I decided to edit out that long trip coming back to the farm. But we're back. We're ready to progress. I'll just leave this here. And we'll move on into January. Hopefully it's not. Oh, it's snowing. Couldn't get that in there quick enough. Is there going to be snow on the ground, though? I'm thinking, nope. No snow. Take care of Gulliver. I won't abuse him this episode by forgetting to feed him. So first things first, I want to get a worker going on subsoiling the sugar beet field, and I'll use the John Deere to do that because I can use the Massey first and to deliver the bales. I do have the subsoiler in there, kind of a wonky angle, but I think we'll be able to get it out. And now I'll have more room to park it when we're done. We can't plant the sugar beets until March, but between now and then we should be able to use the workers to help us get a lot of it done while we're doing other things. So what I do want to do first, before I start subsoiling, is I want to continue to level out where the harvester was sitting. Is that level? Yep. I want to continue to level this out just to make sure it's all good. There you go. That should prevent us from having too many troubles when we go to plant and whatnot. All right. And then I will have, since I've leveled this out and made it dirt, I'll have to use the create fields to hopefully create a very straight line here. So I'll overlap some. May wind up making a couple of passes. And I would like for it to be as straight as possible. So I will do allow create fields, and I'll drop it back up just a hair. Alright, there you go. And now the goal here is to make this line as straight as possible. The best way to do it would be with the worker, but the worker won't take control when it's on allow create fields. Just gonna go slow and steady and try and keep it straight. Oh, back out to the edge. not quite as straight as I would like it to be. And I didn't start over far enough. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Don't want to get too close to the sugar beet factory, but we have a little more room to spare. Steady as she goes. Oh, already jumped out. That may have been a product of it being not perfectly level there. No, don't go out any further. Oh, it did anyway. Hopefully fix that with landscaping. Oh, I keep getting further out. Yeah, so much for a straight line, eh? Definitely not straight. Oh boy. Let's see what I can do to help it without making it worse, hopefully. Whatever you do, G, don't make it worse. This is just me being particular, I suppose. Don't make it worse. I would not do well as an actual farmer. I'd be out with measuring tapes and things made it worse. Okay, at some point I have to quit playing with it. So we'll turn off allow create fields so I don't make a bigger mess out of it. Do one more pass and then we'll set it off on a worker. Definitely going to have rocks in it. We saw the rocks when we were harvesting. There's rocks in the field we're going to buy, and that farmer has graciously just limed the field, so that's great. Don't think they know we're going to buy it yet. Now I'll let a worker take over. So, on to the business of selling the lettuce and the silage. And at this point, we're starting to get deep into the episode. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a load of silage first. Then I will sell because I can't fit all this silage in one load. I'll sell a full load with the bale loader trailer. I also can't sell all of the lettuce in one load, so the last load will probably be a combo of silage and lettuce on the flatbed trailer, which is why I kept the Massey Ferguson for doing this, because I'll use the forks to load it, the silage on. So sell points. Sell points. We have silage. It's going to go to the animal dealer. And our lettuce is going to go to, let's see, fast food and Johnson's Farmers Market. We'll go fast food. It should take it all. It may not. But we'll take the lettuce to fast food, the silage to the animal dealer. Ooh, getting crazy. And I'll go ahead and do the first 2 loads in a time lapse. And then we will recap the money that we have and get the last load sold. So we got the lettuce selling. The first load of silage sold for just over 50,000. We're doing pretty well with the lettuce so far. The good thing is, if I put the rest of the lettuce and the silage on the trailer, the fast food restaurant will have no interest in the silage. So I don't have to worry about it selling at the wrong place. That first load of lettuce was another 50,000, so that puts us at 114 currently. So we'll pick up the rest of the lettuce, and then we'll go fork the bales onto the trailer. suppose I could just drive up and auto load the bales. It'll be a little more fun with the forks though. And how many bales do we have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. Get it? Yeah. Oh, nope. I did not get it. There you go. And it could be with this trailer being auto load that it stacks them on the trailer when I get close, which I guess is okay. Oh yeah, it does. Well, there you go. I don't have to worry about losing them on the trailer. It's a bit of a cheat, but I'll take it. Bad aim. Came in too quick. Let's see if I can get this one on the right fork. And I may not have room to get the other one on. At least not like this. At this point it probably would have been quicker just to put the first one on the truck and then pick up the second one. There you go. Can we see? Oh, the worker's about 50% done. That's not bad. Just get this parked, sell the rest of it, and then we'll go check on the subsoiling in the sugar beet field. Luckily, the truck is far faster than the tractor for selling. So we're at 114,000. The field I want to buy is 118,000 if I remember correctly. Strap everybody down. Get the last of this sold. I feel like we'll be fine for buying the field. It will put me on a bit of a shoestring budget though. We can sell the honey in March, fabric in April, and then we can start selling the sugar. Oh, nope, soybeans. Soybeans? We have soybeans? Maybe not. I think that may have been left over from last year. Alright. So it's getting the lettuce. We can definitely do honey in March, fabric in April, and then start selling the sugar in August. So we'll be fine for money. It's just, what do we have to do to get to that point? So that was another 5,000 for the lettuce. So we can buy the field. And basically these 5 bales worth of silage is the amount of money we'll have to work with until the next sell time. Boy. Gotta be careful. All right. And the last of solids went for 10,500. Don't get crazy. So we'll park this back at the farm. I'll probably do another quick time lapse to get the subsoiling finished. Because if my timer is correct, we're already dipping into a 40-minute episode. It happens that way when there's not a lot of time lapse, but that's alright. Definitely have to take care of the weeds. That'll be all at once. Oh, looks like there may still be a third of a field left to subsoil. So yeah, let's get that knocked out. Alright, so this is just about it for the subsoiling. I did notice we're only able to go at 5 miles an hour, and I don't think that's normal. And the subsoiler is in dire need of repair, so that could be part of why it's slowing us down. I have to look into that next episode if we have the money. Even the tractor is about 50% on the maintenance gauge, so but the repairs are expensive. We may just have to struggle along. But we can go ahead and buy field 55, yes. It's field 15 on the purchase map. So it's 118 and we have 129. So we will buy that. We only have 2 fields left for this block. That was the first goal. So we're getting there for sure. I'll just go ahead and put this up. I think we have everything else put away where it's going to go. The next episode, we definitely need to get water in the greenhouses. That'll take a little while, but I'll do it most likely off camera. And we'll take, oh yeah, we're up to 3 pallets. Gonna for sure take that to the spinnery next episode as well. We may even be able to progress to the point that we can sell the honey next episode. So that would be excellent. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. And until next time, take care.